2012, the year of Kingdom Commonwealth Economy at Bahamas Faith Ministries International, has, in spite of many challenges, been a year of tremendous achievements, progress, miracles, challenges, victories, and expansion. Our senior pastor, Dr. Myles Munroe, on January 1st, declared the ministry's theme, Kingdom Commonwealth Economy, and proclaimed that it was God's response to the economic challenges facing the world, the region, and our nation. The reception of this year's theme, not just by the members of BFM Fellowship, but thousands of churches, ministries, and individuals around the world, gave evidence that this revelation was from God. This theme was the focus of teachings for the year, as each session taught by Senior Pastor Myles Munroe, Fellowship Pastor Richard Pinder, along with Assistant Pastors Pat Roll and Kirsch Darville, inspired thousands every week with understanding the kingdom concept of economics, true prosperity, wealth, and access. Not only was the theme declared in messages, but it was demonstrated through the establishment of the ministry's first Commonwealth Day, introduced by Dr. Myles Munroe. The Commonwealth Day experience involved setting aside special days for the members and followers of BFMI to meet the needs of others by bringing goods, food, furniture, clothing, toys, and other items to the Diplomat Center with the goal of making the wealth common. Simultaneously, our BFM Freeport Fellowship, headed by Ministers Havard and Alice Cooper, Larry and Joyce Russell, Sydney and Susan Wallace, and the entire team oversaw the Commonwealth Day celebrations and distribution in our Grand Bahama community at the Freeport Diplomat Center North. Thousands of dollars of goods, clothing, furniture, and appliances were also distributed there. We thank our Freeport BFM Fellowship members for their generosity and for making the wealth of the kingdom common. We thank God for allowing us to demonstrate His love and the spirit of commonwealth in our community. Other highlights of this historic year included 2012 Culture Up in Nassau and Freeport, The Sounds of Heaven first Easter production which set a national standard of celebration. Family Sports Day brought the Kingdom community together. MMI Leaders Marriage Retreat was the most successful to date, as scores of couples from many nations came to strengthen their marriages. 2012 Mother's Day recognized the outstanding women in our BFM Kingdom community, and many received awards and flowers. The Israel Kingdom Training Seminar saw leaders and laymen from over 25 nations join Dr. Myles and Ruth Munroe for 10 days in the land of Israel to study the kingdom in the exact location where Jesus taught it. The trip was a great success. BFM's Law and Legal Day also set another national standard as the top legal minds and leaders in our nation converged on the Diplomat Center on May 27th to be recognized, honored, and inspired by the family of BFM. Those honored included the Attorney General of the Bahamas, Mrs. Allison Maynard Gibson, and many Supreme Court justices. This outstanding event, headed by Minister Merritt Storr and his legal team, was another milestone and confirmed BFMI's impact on our community. Father's Day and Real Men also provided an opportunity to recognize the role and value of men in our church and community, as awards were presented to many men from our greater community. Independence Day service was also a day we celebrated the national birthday of our beloved Bahamas. In August, the MMI Kingdom Training Seminar attracted hundreds of leaders from over 30 nations to study the message and principles of the kingdom under Dr. Myles Munroe, along with other speakers including Dr. Richard Pinder, Pepe Ramnath, Titus Matthew, and Rick Kendall. In September, BFMI Singles Conference, headed by our Minister Claudine Farquharson, also brought many individuals together. In October, Real Men did it again, hosting the Real Men Empowerment event, impacting the lives of boys and men for the kingdom. The 2012 Global Leadership Summit brought together world leaders from over 45 nations, including Taiwan, England, Haiti, Jamaica, Trinidad, United States, Papua New Guinea, Germany, Switzerland, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Mexico, Cuba, St. Martin, Peru, Brazil, Venezuela, and many more. On December 23rd, our Kingdom Gift Giving Day culminated the Kingdom Commonwealth Economy mandate for 2012. This year has been one of the most active as the demand for Dr. Monroe and the message of the kingdom and leadership has taken MMI and the team to nations and events covering over 300,000 miles. Highlights include the Christian Retreat in Bradenton, Florida, Iglesia Comunidad Cristiana in Bogota, Colombia, Agape Embassy Ministries in Alexandria, Virginia, the Door of Hope Conference in South Carolina, Papua New Guinea Leadership Summit, Kingdom Vision Ministries in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jesus House Kingdom Conference in Washington, D.C., Harvard University in Boston, Massachusetts, Jesus People Ministries event in Miami, Florida, Victory in Christ in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Israel Kingdom Seminar in Jerusalem, the Swiss Economic Summit in Interlaken, Switzerland, the Rock Church in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Faith International, Toronto, Canada, Comunidad Cristiana Agua Viva in Lima, Peru, Heal Our Land Conference, Brasilia, Brazil, Iglesia Cristiana El Sendero de la Cruz in Puerto Rico, New Covenant Kingdom Summit in Durban, South Africa, Shake the Nation Summit in Omaha, Nebraska, All Nations Convocation in Jerusalem, Israel, Atlanta Leadership Event in Georgia, CAP Kingdom Conference in Miami, Florida, and many more. And now we look to the future with anticipation, excitement, and faith in our King and His kingdom.